Hi again, this is Professor Innes, and this is your final module on South Park, and it's a module to do with animal rights. It's a short discussion, and it's all about these references in South Park about how vegans and vegetarians have these arguments, and you've got the organizations which you're going to discuss. I believe one of them is the PETA organization, who again are a bunch of fanatics, just like the other fanatical groups we refer to, who tend to get very, very irate, very upset about their cause. And again, in philosophy, we tend to think if somebody's got a cause, are they on point with this cause? Because often organizations miss the point. And in this case, it may be the case that either organization has missed the point. And again, in logic, that's considered to be fallacious in nature. And here, with this particular discussion, we've got animal rights. Now, animal rights groups you would think are going to stick up for animal rights no matter who they are. We have problems with looking after human rights, never mind animal rights. We tend to say here all humans are equal, but do we argue this? We've got this problem at the moment in America with the police and certain minorities. Are they treated the same as anybody else? And we've got doubts about this. Here with animal rights, is it the case that all animals are equal? Or is it the case that all animals are equal but some are more equal than others? In this case, is it the case that the cuddly animals are seen as more equal than the yummy animals? So lately, there's the situation in China when there was this massive slaughter of dogs for their meat. And lots of people got upset. We look over in America, and the pigs in the farms are killed by the thousands every day, and nobody says a word. So that doesn't make sense. For philosophers, this is a contradiction. It's an inconsistency. And especially if we look at, why we like dogs, because they're cuddly. That's not a good enough reason. If they were more intelligent, we may have an argument, but as it stands, pigs are more intelligent than dogs. So in that sense, what's all the fuss about? Are we really thinking about these matters properly? So therefore, the fanatical groups such as PETA organization may have missed the point. And the point is they're supposed to protect animal rights no matter who they are. So in that way, the philosophers notice there to be a big problem. And again, you're going to do this once this course is over. You can do this in your business interests. You could go into academia, whatever line of work you go into, and you can notice these inconsistencies. If it's in business, you could save the company a great deal of money because they've lost their track and therefore spending money on something they shouldn't. If you're dealing with human resources in a company, it could be the case that some groups are discriminated against. You notice it and point it out, and therefore that can be remedied. In this case, we need to go and notify these vegans and vegetarians that, what is this about these other animals you're not bothered about? Why is it the case you seem to be concerned about these animals but not others? And, the old joke rings out here, that meat is murder and fish is justified homicide. Now, if that's the case, as a piece of humour, why is it the case? Why do these groups thinking that way? So basically, that's all you have for this module on animal rights. It's important because philosophically, again, they're contradicting themselves. Why do they put forward these arguments? They just don't make sense, and that's what you're going to discuss in this module. Right, like we said, it's the end of the course. If I understand correctly, I'll go and check about when your grades will be due. I'm trying to find it here. If I remember correctly, it's the 19th. Your grades will be due on the 19th. I'm looking through the Bronco web right now just to get the correct date. Here we go, almost there. This should be it. Almost there. No, it's taking its time. But anyway, I'll get to that in a second. Right, here we go. So the dates for this course are going to be due on the 18th of August, and this course finishes on the 9th of August. Now, I'm perfectly fine for us to go to, should we say, which date? Yeah, I'm trying to find the schedule here. We could say that all work has got to be done by, say, the 14th of August. So with that in mind, we're saying all work we've done by the 14th. But look through any work which does not have a grade. Now, if it doesn't have a grade, it means that you need to do something with that work. Some of you, I've asked you to elaborate, write a whole paragraph instead of one sentence or a couple of words. You may think you finished with that piece of work, but you haven't. You need to go back and check. If you've got a grade that is finished, it's clear as day as far as that's concerned. So use this time to do your work. And if you've got lots of work to do, then get on with that work, please. And like we said, we'll leave the work open till the 14th or something. Let's have a look. It shuts down on the 9th, and we'll say the 14th will be the very last day. And I'll have to shut it down and do the grading, and then put it back up briefly before I officially put the grades down. And I'll put it up in Blackboard for you to check, to let me know if there are any arithmetic errors with the grade. This is Blackboard, there shouldn't be any arithmetic errors. Only a few things could actually go wrong, but I made sure that won't happen. So, with that in mind, make sure you check after you've done all your work. And again, go through yourself and check if it is the case that you've got a dash there. It means it has not been graded for whatever reason. Go and check to see why it's not been graded. I could have left some instructions for you. So make sure you do that, please. Okay, right, I think that's everything for now. And as I said with the previous module, please make sure you do the course evaluations. And I'll put down a column in the grade book worth 60 points. So if you do the evaluations, you get an extra 60 points. But you've got to do those evaluations, please. And again, the point of the evaluations is that teachers can find out how they can improve the course, basically. Right, and as you can see, I've taken away my books from the shelf here, and it's now an empty office. This building is going to be pulled down, and the fire department are going to use it for one of their practice burns, as they call it. But the philosophy department will be going to that Chrisway building, which is that round building just opposite the old faculty school. And again, the philosophy department has made 2 moves in the last 2 years, and that will be a 3rd move when they move from the Chrisway building. But just to let you know why this office is now empty, it's empty because it's going to be demolished. Okay, alright, so with that in mind, I might send another video if one video is needed, or I'll make announcements. But hopefully the course went well for you and you've learned a lot about philosophy and philosophical criticism, which will come in handy later on with academic work or your personal life, business life, or whatever life. Okay, so hopefully everything went well, and let me know if you need anything, please. But again, I might make another video, so probably speak to you later. Okay, bye for now.